Okay, let's start. Marco, what do you say?
Okay.
So, welcome to this session. I'm Luca Martinello from Italy, Istituto Lean Management. With me, we have Marco Battistella, CEO of Battistella SPA, a construction company here in Northern Italy. Lean in construction is quite new in Italy. We are really at the beginning of the process. And this is one of we wanted to we asked Marco to tell you his experience because we think it's very interesting, lean from the point of view of the owner of the company. And Marco, as far as I know him, has definitely a lot of experience and insights in this topic. So, Marco, the stage is yours,
Thank
and
you.
I hope the people enjoy this session.
Okay, thank you, Luca. So, good evening to everyone. I'm Marco Battistella, as Luca told me. I'm the CEO of Battistella SPA, that is a construction company based in the northeast of Italy, near Venice, for other people. We have an annual revenue of about $10 million, and our market is the Italian and US agency based in Italy and in Europe.
Marco,
Yes?
remember the slides.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you, Luke. Okay. So we are a construction company, and I'm here to present the experience that we have about Lean. So the first thing is why we decided to improve Lean in our company. First, because the market becoming very complex, so it means that we need to be very flexibility. Also because our goal is the full customer satisfaction with a win-win approach, and that needed flexibility. So, and on 2016, we had a company, the merger, that so we had to change our organization, and we have to give to an integrated perspective to all our team. So we decided to improve also the lean in our company. How we start lean? We have 7 steps, and the first one is that I believe is very important. So I personally, before start to improve lean in our company with consultant or something like that, I personally studied and tried to understand the lean thinking. I started in a vacation, so I was in an airport. I bought a book about lean, and then it was 2017. And then I decided to understand better about the lean. And one time that I decided to improve also in our company the lean thinking, uh, I decided to have an important decision. So first, I had to involve the top management to understand the lean. Why? Because if the top management don't understand lean, it's difficult to improve in all the organization. So we go to the step 2. What we did, we decided to introduce to all white collar of our company with an event of one day, a general trainer to everyone at the same moment, because for us was very important that all staff understand what we were doing. And the second point was that we had to hire a consultant. Find a consultant in a construction company with Lean was very difficult. It takes about 1 year. Then we met Luca in Milan. okay, during a conference. And yes, I believe it's very important that if you want to improve the lean in your company, you have to find also the right consultant, because you cannot do by yourself, sure, but also you have to find the right consultant. And you know that construction in Italy is going to grow, so we start from the beginning. But so we decided for the white collar that all the people had to be involved. What we did, we take our time in one day. We asked to the people what are the problems that we have, and they start in one day. They find a lot of problems. I was very curious this, but it was very interesting, and the people understand that we were doing something new. So the people, the team did it. So the people decided was the problem, which was the problem. After that, we choose one. Okay, we decide one problem that affected all the people. We decided to for the daily reporting data that arrive from the different side work, and enough they or people understand what lean means, and how many time we lose time only because it was usually done as before. An example of what we did, this is the swim lane diagram that show all about the reporting data from the site work. So we study together, we construct it together with the help of Luca, okay, our consultant. After that, we improve, we had to improve some tools, and we found that we resolved the issue that, about the first problem with the digital data reporting. And we use also the Pokeyoke for to have all the document on the right time and the right place. And we use the 5S. And our problem that at beginning took 56 hours per month and a lead time of 16 days. At the end, we had only about 12 hours per month and lead time of 2 days, and sometimes one day only. So after that, so the people understand that how it works, and we improved the team, the idea that was possible to solve a problem in a systematic system, and so we introduced the A3 tools. That was very interesting, and all the people was included. We decided for 10 problem and in the in last this year. We introduced also the 5S for some other place, and here we have some example. If you see on the right, we start with an example in preparing voice document requesting by monthly based by corps engineer. That is one of our clients, and we took in the past 48 hours. We arrived to have to use only 2 hours for month. So I believe that the numbers explain the result of the improvement of these tools. So now the team have a clear idea about the lean. So what we did, we introduced the last planner system in our work site. First, we decided to introduce it in only one project at the beginning, because it was very important to understand for our team how it works. And once it was introduced, we decided that all the PM, we invite all the PM to visit the website and explain what we did over there. At the end, it was very interesting because we started to improve the last planner also for all other projects that we And yes, you can see here in our website how the last planner used for the construction of a school in the northeast of Italy. Here you can find, because some comment from the people. I remember there was the PM, I remember the first PM that used the last planner. It was very sad because he had to go to vacation. I know that is something particular, but it was the issue was that he didn't know if the people on site know what they have to do. And he was very happy because he received only a couple of calls in 2 weeks because with the last planner tool, all people knew what they had to do. So very, very good. And we start to reduce to waste time, so it means to waste money. And yes, it was very beautiful also for the subcontractors that were involved in this system. At the beginning, it was a little a problem because they didn't know this type of these tools. But at the end, they asked to have the meeting to understand every the weekly meeting about it. At the end, I believe the step seven, the last step is celebrate result. What we did is after 1 year, we rent a conference room that was outside our headquarters. And so all the people was explain to the colleague what they did during the past year. And was very beautiful to see what they did. And was, I believe that they were very happy. They were very happy. Yeah, I thank you for attention. I believe that I want to explain also the next step that we want to do. That we involved at this time only the white collar, but we started 1 month ago to involve also the workers. And I'm sure that we will have a great result. I believe it. Okay, thank you very much, Luca.
Yes, so we're making allowing a lot of time for questions. We can go back to any of the steps if you're interested in. I would like to start with the first question, Marco.
Yeah,
If you want, you can stop sharing your
okay.
presentation. So the first question is, Marco, how did your customers feel about your development in Lean?
Yeah, I believe that we use Lean as a strategic tools, okay, because at the beginning we spoke with the customer and we explained what we started to do. And I was very happy because they knew the Lean. So it was beautiful see that we were the first construction company that present itself with the Lean tools. Uh, I believe that they they saw that we are working differently. We are our goal is to the customer satisfaction. So we are we have the possibility to find a solution for the customer uh, needed. Okay. And at the same time, our needed together, and Lean help us to do it.
Yes, if I can add something, what we are seeing here in Italy, I was saying that lean construction is quite new, but when you make when especially on site, when you make it visual for the people, for the company, for the supplier, for the subcontractors, it becomes visual for the clients itself, and they start participating to the process in delivering a good project. I mean, there is plenty of examples also in literature about this, the way this appears. But it's also working on the way people feel the company, makes also common, standardize the way that the people approach to the client. So definitely this works. Um, Another question: which aspect have been your benefits more related with costs, times, work environment?
Oh, yes. I believe that working well, the environment, sure, because the subcontractor beginning have no idea about these tools, but when they understand, it was very, very easy and in a very close time. They understand that we were working together with the site worker, okay, it was very beautiful to see that they were involved. They needed to have the meeting, the weekly meeting, to resolve the issue that they have on site. So it was very interesting. But look, if you can help me, because you know that we had this improvement in one in Zoppola, that is one project site that we had. So
Well, yeah, well, we the improvement in the company is, I would say, the first thing is that you make time for people to add more value, so to work better, to sustain also the market ups and downs. So if you don't waste your time for example, in useless office work, you can concentrate better in studying the project, in managing risks. And with the last planner, definitely you see the project duration reducing, but at the end is first thing I think is a way to make time to control risk on site. So you put you on a safe side, because you can save time during the whole project, and then if there is some uh, big risks, you can control them without
sure.
putting the project at risk. So yeah, these are basically the main results.
Yes, and also managing the risk, we save a lot of money because all the item, all the problem has been controlled and discussed weeks before they happen. So it was very beautiful to see that we never arrive a day before to have a problem with I don't know the material that has not arrived or something like that, because we knew that the material had to arrive on a date, and we check it 6 weeks first before, sorry, and we check it every week that the material had to arrive. So was we save, not we save a lot of money.
Marco, what are Gabor asks, what are your further goals? What potential do you see?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What are your further goals? What are you going to do in the future? What are your goals in the future?
Yeah.
And what potential do you see in what you are doing?
Yes, our goal is that what we started. So we started with also our workers, because the white collar now they know the lean, okay, and but I believe that we will more improvement in our company, more result with the worker, because the worker are on site. The worker know can give us or can help us to reduce the waste time and the cost. So we want a full lean company. So this is what we want to arrive. And at the same time, when we will improve it in our company, we can use it as a strategy because we can go to the client and say, okay, we don't need more 12 months to do the project, but we can do it in 8 months and spare 20%. At the same time, the client is happy, okay, and probably we will gain more. Probably, I'm sure.
Yeah. At the beginning, Marco, were there any issues in getting your team on board with Lean? How did you deal with it? What problems did you have at the beginning with your team? People were,
Well, I believe that we resolved the problem before start with the white collar improvement. What I mean that I explained that we worked a lot with the top management that they learn about the lean before the improvement in the company. And then we call all the people, all the white collar, in a meeting of one day. So, with the help of Luca and his college, her colleague, they explain the lean to all the people. So they have an idea of what we were doing. It's, about, I can say, I believe 10%. I'm not sure that was a beautiful thing or something that was not too good, okay? But in the second meeting that we did, where we uh, together, okay, we understand which are the problem of our company. We solve one problem together. I believe that from that moment we have no issue. Okay, probably there is different people with different time that absorb the lean thinking, but I believe that we are arrived 90%, Luca, of the people in the lean thinking. And yes, we are only a little company, a little medium company for the Italian market, so we have about 30 people. But yes, I believe that Luca did a good job, and we are happy to stop to work one day, half day, to share the problem together and try to solve together.
yes, if I can add, this goes back to what I was saying before. Um, Before starting activities on site, before starting a lot of improvement activities, the idea was let's get something that really gives problems to everyone, something that maybe is not really related to the entire value stream of the company, but just try to solve it. When people see a benefit in what we are trying to do, when they see the good that is behind what you're doing, they understand, and they become willing to participate. They come and ask you, hey, I have this, there's this problem, can we start talking about it? And then when there is this culture, then you start talking, okay, what problems do we have on site? Well, on site, we have problems coordinating people. We have this risk coming. We have a lot of requests for change, RFIs, material delays. So when they start seeing that there are things that we can improve in their experience on site, then you start introducing them to what Lean has to tell about that. And so you introduce them to planning, visual planning, collaborative, pool planning, last planner, and and they see that as a solution to their problem, not just something that they have to do in addition to what they usually do. And that's key. That's key to move forward. This is at least our experience. So another question for Marco.
Yes, yes. If I can give a little advice, is as I explained with before. So first, the top management need to understand about the lean thinking. Then you have to improve it with 1 day, of course, or a couple of days, as at your convenience is not an issue. And then when they start in the beautiful of the lean is when the people start to understand. The people start to understand it in, I believe, 1 day, a couple of days, because they see directly the result. So they see something, their problem resolved in 1 day, a couple of days. So there is something that they ask a solution and they found a solution. So it's something very personal, and then it's easy to improve it.
Yeah. Another question. 2 weeks ago, I listened from a constructor employee. You know when you start the house, but you do not know when it will be. Oh, sorry. Our time is over. I'll just check. I'm sorry if we don't reply to the question. Just remember next session. Let me remember you the next section to everyone, which is transforming our way of managing using lean. Diego Spina and Juan Valencia. Thank you for following us, and see you in the next session.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.